questions that anyone could relate to and teach into.
And Radek, if I may expand this question, so how do we decide on the agenda? And also if you can speak a little bit about the additional activities, like some of the fun things we did.
Yeah, well, if you can move me to yourself, it would be great.
Yeah.
Thanks. We had essentially two people who were responsible for actually communicating with speakers and all the guys who were behind the additional program, additional stuff. Like we had there an Android guy with all the stuff. We had a museum of some historical devices and stuff like that. And how we decided to choose which? It was actually as I told you at the beginning. All of the ideas came up from all members of the team. So during our brainstorming sessions, months and months before the event, we just came up with some ideas, and it was kind of a cooperation between all of us. And I can say that most of what we come with has been realized. So it was not really choosing between something. It was kind of just doing what we came with. So obviously we tried to choose some sort of sessions which would be more for the beginners, and sessions which would be more for the guys who actually know the technology. So we tried to balance these things, but it was not really tough to do, because even the same speakers could actually do the two types of the session, for beginners or for the advanced users or advanced developers. So
okay. Yeah, thanks, Radek. So maybe just to
That's one question.
Yeah.
Radek, have you documented anywhere, like the agenda? Because you also said you had a document with sales. Is there a place where we can have a look at this to learn from it?
Sure. I can share with you the fail doc, which I'm not sure we have it.
Radek, I found the docs, on our GDG shared space, so I can look up the agenda, the team distribution, the fail doc. You got everything, Ola. And I just wanted to extend your answer about how we selected the agenda. It all comes from brainstorming, which means that people propose the things you are passionate about, your team. So some of the things might not gather at all, some of them might be in abundance, but hey, this is the beauty of our event, right? Just think of what will be the beginner level, more advanced level, sort of try to balance it. Also, it's very important to think of more items, and that's for both G-Days and DevFest. More items than you can think that will fit, because it will be hard to get the speakers. You might find out you will get maybe 30% of speakers for the agenda C1. And also it's very good to take it the other direction. So somebody knows a great guy, great girl in a company, being a great developer or business person. So and we think, what does this person know about? We really want to bring her to speak to the event, no matter what she speaks about, right? So it's like coming both ways. And
I have a question related to our well, it's related to DevFest. Actually, we are thinking about doing DevFest in two countries, in two cities.
okay.
So, is it better to have two DevFests, DevFest per city, or is it better to
Okay, so this is a very good question, and there is no clean-cut answer to it. In some large countries, such as India, or even Spain is a very large country. In Spain, they did it in 3 cities, like each in different regions. So for people, it would be quite difficult to travel. In some cities, like Czech Republic or Ukraine, we did it only in one location, because it's pretty centralized. Also, we had the benefit of actually combining multiple GDGs working together. So it's up to you to decide. I'm slightly more leaning towards having one national GDG, one national DevFest, because you can all concentrate on it. You can all concentrate, getting speakers, getting support. Everything is focused on this one event. You can do one DevFest every 3 months, no problem about it. So actually what we did in the Czech Republic, we had one DevFest last fall, another DevFest this spring in a completely different region of the country, different theme, different scope. It was 150 people, smaller event, yet again very successful. So doing national events would be preferred.
And so also,
Yeah. Okay, so Radek, thank you very much for coming. Enjoy your day and thank you.
We should have had him join from last.
So what I would also encourage you, instead of separating the D-Day from a DevFest, to always organize one event together with business and developers, because it's going to be much easier. Each of you is bringing very different skills to the table, right? So usually the developers have a lot of technical background, know how to set up the whole network, and help you a lot with optimizing email reminders. The business people know exactly how to talk to the media, they know about the communication, they know how to work on social media. So combining both of this, and also it would be much easier for you and for us to request speakers for your event. So if you organize like one DevFest and one G-Day, it will be more difficult for us to send speakers to both of the events. One of the community efforts will get less of the advancement. But if you agree on one event one day when you do everything under one umbrella, then it's also easier for us to send really great speakers. We have a better case on our side to provide a budget for speakers.
It's also cheaper for you.
Yeah.
It could also
And
be cheaper for you if you leverage maybe get reduced costs for the same facilities and so. I'll also encourage you to reach out to the student ambassadors and utilize, they're always very happy to participate. They're always very happy to do a lot of stuff. At this event, you usually need people who can answer questions, man demo boards, to show people different platforms and stuff, and so many other exciting things that you can handle the students who come, talk to them about student programs and so on. So also, please, you're encouraged to reach out to them when you're planning, and involve them in your plan.
Do you know how to find the GSAs in your region? Do you know where to find them? The names and the contact details of the GSAs from your country?
We know some of them, but we don't have a full list.
Okay.
Just now in my city, Cairo.
Okay.
I used to buzz not about that. Can you forward this email to GSA?
Okay. So maybe we can see if it will be possible to share all the contact details of all the communities, or point of contact from each of the communities.
It's a good thing you're all here as well,
Right, exactly. So take the time, they're all here, take the time to find out who is the GSA from your country. If you meet them personally, it's going to be much easier for you to contact them later.
Well, we'll still share the contact.
Maybe you could
the
set up
face-to-face.
Google Documents, and people start adding everybody will add his contact details early in the morning. Maybe.
I'm sure they already have a contact.
No, we have the contact.
We will have it, but they may not forward it.
No, we'll give it to you. But it's in addition to us sharing with you, it's also good when you establish the face-to-face contact.
I think there's a resource website for GSAs. I think they could add like a list of the GSAs on the tabs, so we can look it up.
Right, yeah. The website, the only thing the website is public, so I don't know if you want to share it. But yeah, we can, I'll see.
Just the link we can figure out.
Yeah, to reach the pages, you can easily find them by just Google GSAs and the region and about it. You're probably going to find the website that they did, or they have a page on social network, or you can reach out to them like that, yeah. basically.
On the last zero, the event is stakeholder report class which contains all the GSA.